you immediately make an impact. 3 dunks in that first quarter alone. Oh, here we go. Back with your guns
on it. Got it back. Score the goal.
Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me. Right now, I got a great topic for the people, man. I want to discuss something with y'all, man, involving Lamelo Ball. While Lamelo Ball will revitalize Montrezl Harrell's career, guaranteed, book it, clear, no debating. I'm here. We're going to talk about it, man. Just exciting about the trade. We discussed the trade over the stream. I never made a dedicated video for it. But more of the aftermath of the ordeal of the trade and the deal. I think this deal is like maybe the steal of the deadline. And I'm telling you, we get caught up with the CJs and the big mega deals, the blockbusters. But this was a nice little deal, in itself. Montrezl Harrell, if we just want to discuss his situation, Trez ain't really been playing, with a lot of people that maybe he was so enthusiastic about playing with. And we're going to get all into it. But before we do that, I need everybody to hit that like button. And if you're new, most definitely hit that subscribe button. You done stumbled to the right place. Shout out to everybody that's rocking with Flight Sports. We ain't going to waste too much time with the people, man. Shout out to all my Hornets fans. Like I said, we rocking with MB1. You already know what it is. Listen, let's get into Trez for 1 second. Trez was doing his thing, when he was with the Clippers. I kind of want to start with the Clippers. And we ain't going to go all the way back to Houston. We're going to start with the Clippers. That's where he pretty much, became him, Trez, and if you start, that's where he's had some of his glory days on the court, playing with the Los Angeles Clippers. If you noticed, he played very well when the team, before all of these mega stars came in, the Paul Georges, the Kawhi Leonards, when egos and all of this came into play. It seemed like Trez, it didn't really fit in with all of that. Lou Williams as well. It wasn't just Trez, but before all of that, you had a collection of guys that was bonding with each other, leaning on each other, going to war and battles with each other, willing to do whatever for each other, a team, a real team, and he just played his best basketball. It was evident, he averages the most points, he put up with the Clippers. His last year with the Clippers, he averaged 18 points per game and shot 58% from the field. And that's, like I said, that's spectacular. Grabbing 7 rebounds. When he was when he went to the Lakers, like I said, it was a complete disaster. And it wasn't his fault, as you could see. Is a track record and a pattern with guys that go to Los Angeles to be LeBron and Anthony Davis's scapegoats. And Trez found himself on numerous occasions being the scapegoat, But where I'm going with all of this is Lamelo Ball could fix all of this. You understand? He's going to a team that has no egos. Lamelo Ball is a superstar with no ego. You understand? Willing to do whatever it takes for the team, and it just is very contagious. It goes floating around the whole entire organization. You understand? And it's a great thing, that all of this is occurring. Lamelo Ball is excelling. If we look at his stat line right now, Lamelo Ball is playing with a triple-double, basically. Flirt with Miss Triple-Dub every single night. You understand? Melo is a first-time All-Star. Playing with the momentum is ridiculous right now going on with Lamelo. Averaging 20 points per game, putting up 7 rebounds and 7 assists. That's crazy. You understand? 7.5, so it could be playing with 8. If this season progresses and he continues to up it, which I do see happening. giving you a steal, chipping in, so you see the capabilities of this guy defensively. Mind you, defensively, that's what Trez brings to the table. And I was telling people when Trez got picked up, he's going to fix and address some of these issues that we was dealing with in terms of Mason Plumlee. You understand, with him not able to protect the basket. Plumlee might be a better offensive guy, but in terms of defending and protecting the paint with some grit and some intestinal fortitude, that's Montrezl Harrell. And Trez is the type of player that can inject life amongst everybody. All other four guys on the court with him, the whole entire bench, coaching staff, and the whole organization, with the way he plays, that energy, that willing to just put his body on the line for the team. Mind you, I didn't even know him, and Terry Rozier has this product. He's from Charlotte. He's from the North Carolina area. You understand? So this is a storybook ending for this guy. It's not even an end. It's just a storybook situation. And the team up with Lamelo Ball, you understand? We about to get back to some of these glory days of Montrezl Harrell, because the last few seasons in Washington and LA, so many distractions. Even the season with the Clippers, with the whole situation with Paul George and Kawhi and all of that, and then him going to Los Angeles, because that was a big situation, because he was coming from the Clippers, signing with LA. That sent shockwaves throughout the league when that deal happened. I don't know if we remember that, but nonetheless, this is going to be an interesting situation. Trez could propel this team to the postseason, because right now they're teetering. Right now, it could go either way in terms of how that whole season is shape out in terms of the Charlotte Hornets. Nonetheless, they're still ninth in the Eastern Conference, and like I said, it could go either way. You got the Atlanta Hawks on your heels at 26-30. Right now, you're 29-29. Brooklyn is 30-27. So if they don't have a catastrophic situation, they should get into the play-in, if nothing else. And Trez is the kind of player that could push you to that next situation. And like I said, I definitely see all of that occurring. This is going to be an interesting situation on how this all shapes out. I want to discuss something about revitalization. I want to talk about a guy in Gordon Hayward. Obviously, it's two different situations in terms of Trez. Trez is more distractions and chatter, not in terms of his health, but we look at Gordon Hayward, obviously a superstar in Utah, coming to the Boston Celtics. He got injured. He was battling back. He never really seemed to fit in with that team. He averaged 11 points in his second year coming back from injury. His last season in Boston, he averaged 17, and people didn't really was disgusted in his play. If we look at what happened, he averaged 19 points this season and 16 right now. But first season playing with Melo, he jumped his points to 19, around what he was doing in Utah. That's something where I see a situation for Trez, for him to get back to his glory days with the Clippers and bring it to Charlotte. We're going to leave it at that. I told you, LaMelo Ball will revitalize Montrezl Harrell's career. Book it. You heard it here first at Flight Sports. We getting up out of here. We out.